when you go, how old are you in heaven? Because Kat will say she tends to be 8 years old when she goes to heaven. How old are you?
So a lot of times you can also see Father God. And so Father God, so to that answer is a lot of times I'm around 5, 6.
Really?
I'm little. Sometimes, most of the time I'm little. Sometimes I appear to be an adult, but you're just so young. You're like a kid. You're like a child. Everything is fun, and everything is it's just Daddy God. I call him Daddy God because he is so nice. I got to meet one time Jesus when I was with Jesus. He said, I want to take you to meet someone. I'm like, yeah, let's go. He takes me by the hand, and we're right in the throne room of God.
Wow.
And that's one way that you travel, is just you're instantly there. And I saw God, God of the universe, like over there. He was over there, and we were kind of back behind, and there the lights and the beauty and everything that you hear is true. It's just absolutely incredible. It was God, and God looks down and sees Jesus and I, and it scared me. And I said, he brought me here. It's his fault.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
here because I got Jesus in trouble.
Oh.
I was like, but God has everybody laughed. God laughed because that was hilarious. Heaven laughed. Jesus laughed. I laughed like I'm not in trouble, but it is because of Jesus that you're there in the throne room. But God, that God of the universe, has the ability to come to you in a fatherly form that you can relate to him. And so he comes, we meet, Daddy God and I meet in like this blue garden, blue flowers. And a lot of times I'm little, I'm a little girl, and he'll swing me up.
Really?
One time he took me and he had me by the hand, and I was little. I felt like I was about 5, and it was Daddy God. It was God of the universe. Comes in a form that you can relate to him. You can talk to him. You can sit on his lap. You can hug him. He'll tell you things. You can tell him things. And Daddy God had me by the hands, and he said, do you want to go to a place that I love? And it didn't dawn on me. God might want to take us someplace that he wants to, he loves. And I'm like, yeah. And so he takes me by the hand, and he swings me and puts me up on his shoulders and has me by the hand. And I'm like, I am riding the shoulders of God.
That's amazing.
And we walk over to this big, huge green field kind of on top of this mountain. And we're standing on the edge of this mountain. And we look down, and there's this big green valley that is just beautiful, big green valley. And all these animals, I could see, while I'm sitting on his shoulders, I could see these big animals kind of walking by down at the bottom of the valley. And I'm looking at these animals. I'm like, oh, those are dinosaurs. Wow. It never dawned on me that dinosaurs are alive. I just never thought, extinct meant extinct.
Yeah, I think we think they live, they died, they're gone.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were dinosaurs that were walking down. It's kind of like I don't know if it's a park or what, but they were walking down this green valley. And he says, do you want to ride one? And I'm like, sure. And so we were instantly at the bottom of this valley with these dinosaurs walking by. And they're huge dinosaurs. They're huge dinosaurs. And one of them that has the long neck one, like I think it's called a brontosaurus. I had to look it up. So I don't know what it's called. I think it's called a brontosaurus. So this dinosaur, he puts his head down, and and I'm looking at him, and he talks to me. The dinosaur talks to me, and he says, just crawl up. Really? And I'm like, he's talking to me. And he says, I won't hurt you. And I'm like, okay. And so I crawl up this dinosaur's neck up to the top, and Daddy God is already there. I thought, well, he could have just put me there, but I got to crawl up the dinosaur. I got to crawl up the dinosaur, which sounds so crazy hearing me say this. But I was sitting on top of this dinosaur with Father God, God of the universe,
So
sitting behind me.
he's riding the
He's
dinosaur.
riding the dinosaur with me, and he's
Awesome.
right behind me. And the dinosaur starts walking, and all these other dinosaurs are just walking by, and they're talking to the dinosaur that I'm riding, and they are congratulating him that he got chosen to be ridden. And I was like, how fun is that? They even care about each other. It's so the other dinosaurs thought it was such an honor. It is such an honor to
Wow.
be ridden. And I could feel the Father's love flowing through me to these dinosaurs. And he says, I love what I have created.
Man.
And he loves them, and it's, to me, it's, I don't know, maybe it's kind of like a big dog. I don't know. It's a
Well,
God
yeah, I
named
guess if
dinosaur
you're
called a
God,
big
I guess
dog
if
or
you're
something.
God, your pets are a little bit bigger. I was going to ask Kat one day, does the Lord have any pets? Have you ever seen anything like that? Does the Lord have pets? Does God have pets?
He, not that well, everything, everything,
Everything.
every animal is a pet. So like these dinosaurs were just, I kind of got the impression that to him, they're kind of like pets. But when
Yeah.
you are,
I guess
when you're
you are.
that big, when you're huge, a dinosaur is, it's like your big dog, I guess, but
Yeah, amazing.